Bullets may fly round, but I lay down. I feel safe and sound on solid ground. How can I lay down, 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 down?
Face up, daddy told me face up, face up, face up. Wifey told me face up, coach just told me lace up. Dodging shots and lasers, cut through valley swinging, how machete sharp as razors. My lane today, try not to complain today. All that pride and shine today, I take off no plane delay. Life get messy, hit it with that hezzy,
And welcome in to the Morgan and Kathy Wooten Gymnasium at DeMatha Catholic High School. Microphones were a little loud to start, but hopefully we'll be okay here in just a moment. But I'm Cory Puffett here with Neal Murphy, and we are ready for a huge season finale between the DeMatha Stags and the Gonzaga Eagles. We'll set the stage for you in just a few moments, but we're going to send it down courtside for the PA announcers' introductions.
Washington Catholic Athletic Conference matchup between the visiting Gonzaga College High School Eagles and the 2024-2025 DeMatha Stags. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise, if able, and remove all headgear for the prayer to be delivered by Father Damien.
And of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Strong and faithful God, as we come together for this athletic event, we ask you to bless these athletes, keep them safe from injury and harm, instill in them respect for each other, and reward them for their perseverance. Bless all who have gathered for this game, students, parents, and visitors. Inspire all to have a true spirit of sportsmanship and a value for others. And all of us, may we have a Christ-like attitude. Let us also remember those men and women in uniform of our nation who daily protect us from terrorism and harm within our own country, and who keep safe the victims of international war and violence. We pray that the Lord will guard them in the palm of his hand and return them safely to their families and homes. Lead us all to the rewards of your kingdom, where you live and reign forever and ever. Amen. St. John DeMatha. In the name of the Father, and the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing and direct your attention to the Gonzaga end zone for the playing of our national anthem, as performed by the Voices of DeMatha.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? To the future.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet the starting lineups for tonight's game. First for the visiting Gonzaga Eagles. A 6'4", senior guard number 3, Derek Dixon. A 6'2", senior guard number 5, Nick Lewis. A 6'4", senior guard number 11, William Harper. A 6'6" senior forward, number 24, Alex Tuomo. And a 6'9" senior center, number 32, Christian Kurdak. The assistants for the Eagles are Roger Garfield, Lape Oriola, Sid Tomes, and Michael Myers. The head coach of the Gonzaga Eagles is Steve Turner. PG County, are you ready? It's time to get on your feet and greet the starting five for the DeMatha Stags. At guard, a 5'10" sophomore, number 0, Jamal McKnight. A 6-foot junior guard, number 3, Ace Meeks. A 6-foot senior guard, number 2, Jacob Wallace. A 6'4" senior guard forward, number 11, Cade Sebastian. And a 6'7" senior forward guard, number 15, Charles Thomas. The assistants for the Stags are Isaac McNeil, Wade Summa, Kurt Samuels, and Travis Bergdorf. The head coach of the DeMatha Stags is Mike Jones.
So there are your starters for the DeMatha Stags tonight. Jamal McKnight, Jacob Wallace, Ashton Meeks, Cade Sebastian, and Charles Thomas. On Gonzaga's side, Derek Dixon, Nicholas Lewis, William Harper, Alex Tuomo, and Christian Gerdak. Again, I'm Cory Puffett with Neal Murphy. Quickly before we get to tip-off, quick shout-out. My wife Rashonda and our daughter Riley at home, 5.5 months old. Hopefully she's going to bed soon.
Well, I have a special happy birthday to my oldest grandchild, Kellen. He turned 9 today. A little worn out from Top Golf, so he won't be at the game tonight, but also want to say hi to Ainsley and Brody and my 2 angels, Mackenzie and Walker.
And looks like we got our play-by-play and color commentators from the JV game still on the screen, but that's all right as we are underway. Gonzaga wins the opening tip-off. And no good on the first shot of the night. But right there to clean it up is Christian Gerdak, and it's a 2-0 Gonzaga lead. Gonzaga coming into this game with a very impressive resume on the season. Just suffered their first loss in WCAC play last week and took it out on O'Connell in their next game as Jacob Wallace knots it up with a layup of his own.
Awesome backdoor play. Cade Sebastian delivering it right on the money.
So Gonzaga 11-1 in conference play, DeMatha 8-4. We'll talk a little bit about the stakes that both teams are playing for tonight in just a moment. Gonzaga working on this set under 10 seconds on the shot clock. Pull-up jumper, no good. Nice defense on Derek Dixon by Jacob Wallace. And Ashton Meeks going to take it into the lane. And he's got it back out as Gerdak had the defense. Tried to fit it in there to Cade Sebastian, but no good. Derek Dixon pokes it away. And now he's going to go in for a layup. No good. Gerdak with the rebound. And the big fella puts it right back in. He's got 4 points. And a timeout for the Stags.
Well, Gonzaga's got 4 points and 2 offensive rebounds by the big guy. Christian Gerdak. He's committed to Virginia Tech, transferred in from Paul VI. It's a tough matchup for the Stags. Certainly the key is we got to keep him off the boards.
Yeah, that's been the issue so far in these first couple of possessions on defense for the Stags. But let's talk a little bit about what is at stake here tonight. Gonzaga fighting with Paul VI right now to try and stay in the lead in the WCAC.
Both those teams have one loss. Gonzaga won the head-to-head, so Gonzaga has to win here tonight. They would get the number 1 seed. Stags currently in 3rd place with a record of 8-4, but there's 2 other teams, O'Connell and St. John's, who were finished with have 5 losses. So it could be the difference between 3rd place or 5th place.
Yeah, all would come down to those tiebreakers if DeMatha can't come out of this game with a victory. Lost by 12 back in January on the 26th at Gonzaga, but not at full strength. We've got our guys back together. Kate Sebastian back in the lineup. Jacob Wallace and Jamal McKnight have missed stretches of time over the course of the season. But our starting five from our first broadcast on DM Stags TV this year back as starters tonight. Quickly driving in, Dennis Dixon tried to get it, but a nice recovery by Charles Thomas to get the block. And it looks like they're going to call it out of bounds on Gonzaga. DeMatha ball on the baseline.
Nice move by Dixon to get to the rim, but a great block by the Stags. Dixon, the UNC commit, and he played really well last year against the Stags. Every time Gonzaga needed a bucket, he was able to knock one down.
McKnight trying to go around two defenders. He's going to have to back out. Gives it to Charles Thomas. He's going to pull it for a jumper. Gerdak a little late getting there, and a nice bucket by Thomas.
Stags have won 7 in a row now, and a lot of it has to do with, I think, the confidence growing with Charles Thomas. Really has had a good stretch here, as many other Stags.
Good feed along the baseline from Dixon to Gerdak. That's stripped away. He's arguing it should have been a shooting foul, but they're saying it's on the floor on Jamal McKnight, so Gonzaga will take it on the baseline, and that is our first foul of the evening, a little over 2 minutes in.
It worked.
Yeah, now they switch it up. They say that it was a shooting foul, and Gerdak is going to shoot two. Coach Jones understandably would like an explanation for why they made the switch.
In fairness, I thought he was in the act of shooting. He was raising the ball up.
I agree. Just annoying when they switch it in the middle of the conversation. No good on the first
only
shot.
when they switch it against you.
Right. No good on the first free throw by Gerdak. We'll see if he can get the second one.
Student section encouraging him to miss.
And they influence it. They got the miss, but they're going to say it's out on Thomas. So
Gary Stein, referee on the baseline, might have missed that one. I think he needed help from the official on the other side, had a better view.
That's certainly what Coach Jones thought. Inbounds, tipped away by Kate Sebastian. And now Gonzaga will be stuck over in the corner for their next inbound attempt. 4-4 ball game early. Again, contested by the Stags. Gerdak tried to go up for it, sandwiched between two defenders. And they're going to get Jamal McKnight for his second personal in the last 10 seconds of gameplay.
Tough call, McKnight. Good hustle, went for the loose ball. If anything, I thought he had inside position. Obviously, I'm a little bit biased there.
Bias or not, I mean, I think that that's a fair point. If you're inside, you're playing the ball. I don't know how you call that a foul, but that's what they did. Gonzaga inbounds. This is Nicholas Lewis, who has to back out, pass it out. A floater no good by William Harper, and DeMatha gets the rebound. Cade Sebastian looking in the corner. That is Ace Meeks for three!
And certainly the other player in this Stags run of 7 in a row has been Ace Meeks. Jamal McKnight was out for a little bit, and he was able to carry the Stags, shooting it really well from the perimeter.
A big three there for Meeks. Double team, trying to get across court. This is Harper for three. No good on the response, and it's snagged by Thomas.
A lot of white shirts getting to the board.
Wallace to Meeks in the corner. No good this time. Rebound by Tuomo. And here comes Lewis. Lewis driving in, pushes off a little bit, passes out to Tuomo. They're going to work it around the outside, inside to Gerdak. A little far from the rim, going to try and back down Thomas. Cole Bowser in the game comes in to help out. And they're going to get a foul, I think, here on Bowser, as he was a little late getting there, guarding the rim. Waiting for the official call, and it is on Bowser.
Good effort by Cole. Just turned a little sideways there. You got to take it straight on the test and go down. Lewis to go to the foul line. He's a commit to Xavier. So the backcourt for Gonzaga fairly strong. Yeah, you got a Xavier player, you got a UNC player.
And Gonzaga having some trouble at the free throw line here early. The student section certainly likes that. We've got Caden Walton checking to the game for the first time for DeMatha. And the second free throw good for Lewis. It's a 2-point game. Meeks a little bit of a slip and contorts his body. Impressive layup.
Tough move. There wasn't a lot of room there. Was able to sneak in there. Feathered it in with the right hand.
He just seems to find a way when he gets close to the rim. Another open look for Harper. And again, no good. Cole Bowser with the rebound. They'll slow it down just a bit. And then quickly into Thomas. He went up just a little early, but made the adjustment in midair.
If we rebound, we can get on the break. We've had a couple good opportunities. We've got some quick shots, one at the rim, one an open shot, open three for Meeks. But we got to stop him down this end.
High energy. Here's Sebastian trying to get the block. Doesn't get there, but does influence the miss by Dixon. And again, Meeks going to drive inside. Little floater, and he draws the foul. Alex Tuomo was a little late getting there. Contact maybe was after the shot. That'll be a shooting foul, though, and Meeks will shoot 2.
Again, the Stags defensive stop on one end. We push it. We got space out there. We're not overly big in size, so the ability to get out there, 4-on-3, 3-on-2, whatever it is, and certainly with Ace Meeks feeling it, we can create some offense that way.
We're going to have to be strong at the free throw line. It's a good start there. First free throw knocked down by Meeks. And the second one falls as well. It's an 8-point lead here early in the game. Less than 5 minutes elapsed, and it's 13-5 Stags. Lewis with a little crossover, got some space to get across half court. Meeks tightens up the defense there. Gerdak inside. And a nice job inside. I believe that was Carter Meadows, the junior, who got around Thomas for the lay-in.
Nice little high low there. Good position inside.
Charles Thomas for 3, and he knocks it down. The hot shooting here early for the Stags. See if it can continue. Lewis defended by Wallace. Gets it to Gerdak, who gets a step on Thomas, but has to pass it back outside to Lewis, who knocks down the 3 over Wallace. A little crowd quieter for Nicholas Lewis.
Stags looking around a set play here.
Walton gets it to Wallace, who gets it to Meeks. A little bit of a slide. Got it back out to Wallace, who's going to pull up for the 3, and he knocks it down.
Stags off to a great start.
Feeling it from outside early. A big matchup. DeMatha ranked 18th nationally by Max Preps. Gonzaga number 4. A nice job by Gerdak inside. Wanted to call with a little bit of contact. Thomas, another 3 attempt. That one no good, and Gerdak able to volley the ball back to himself for the rebound. Washington Post has these two teams ranked 1 and 4, Gonzaga and DeMatha respectively. Mid-range shot, no good. Gerdak boxed out successfully by Bowser. Meeks, dribble, shoot, and he's got another 3!
You know you're a good shooter when the crowd knows it's in before you do.
Meeks with 10.
As he caught the ball, you could hear the crowd.
Meeks with 10 points here in the opening quarter. Almost 7 minutes have elapsed as that ball knocked away from Gerdak, going to the floor. We'll see what the call is.
Should be Stags.
One official is pointing in that direction. They called it a jump ball, which is interesting considering I don't think either team ever had possession of it. But they're going to give it to DeMatha and switch the possession arrow Gonzaga's way.
I think it's the right call. You get a big game like this, a lot of energy on the floor. Blow the whistle early, alternate possession.
Cade Sebastian back in the game along with Danny Abbas. The sophomore getting some minutes here in the first quarter, a minute left. Meeks, another 3. No good, just a little strong that time, but Abbas gets the rebound, gives it back to Meeks, thinks better of taking that shot, and the Stags will slow it down, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time to go for a 2-for-1. Meeks, oh, tough shot. Oh, wow. Ice in his veins. Knocks it in off the backboard.
You're starting to think that maybe it's your night. Didn't really execute that well, and that took a real tough shot.
25-12. Almost no difference between the shot and game clock, just about a second. So Gonzaga, in effect, can hold it for the last shot. No good. DeMatha trying to get the rebound, doesn't get it. Gerdak gets the second tip in, and DeMatha out of time for the quarter, but that is okay. They will take an 11-point lead into the second frame. What an opening for the Stags.
Well, what we expect. You know, I'm often asked, I coach here for 22 years. People ask me, do I miss coaching? I don't miss the practices. I don't miss a lot of it, but I miss this big game environment. Gonzaga, DeMatha, it's such a great league. The place is packed. A lot of alums are here. Just talked to Rod Balanis, who graduated here in 1988, assistant for Kenny Blakeney over at Howard. He's here. I saw Terry McGann in the stands, a lot of ex-players up there. The energy here, the student section's here. I just want to know, where's the pep band? We need a pep band. But great start for the Stags.
We got Stags on both sides of the court. There's no room for the pep band.
Yeah, we've never had two student sections before.
No. I'm going to fix the scoreboard real quick on the screen. I'll be right back.
So Stags off to the good start, you know. Certainly able to get Ace Meeks out in space. He's been able to knock down a couple shots, including the bank three there. Big thing down the other end, we got to keep them off the offensive boards. With Gerdak, and then Meadows enters the game, a big, strong body inside. They're going to take them space inside. We got to move them out of there. We got to make contact early. Don't let them get to the front of the rim, because we just can't match up with their size. Should be Gonzaga ball coming out on the alternate possession. Gerdak looking to post up inside. Lewis on the drive. Inside to Gerdak. Stags dodge a bullet there. Off to the races. Jacob Walsh with a good push. Open three in the corner for Danny Abbas. Good look. Certainly we'd like to find one of our shooters with that one.
All right, and we are back here. William Harper passing it around. Dixon driving in along the baseline, poked away and stolen by Wallace. Wallace gives it to Meeks, fakes the shot, puts it out in the corner for Cade Sebastian. Doesn't get it, but Danny Abbas is there to clean it up, and he puts it in.
Great look on the pass. Sebastian misses a good shot. So often happens, the good shot, you miss him. You're able to get it back on the board. Danny Abbas, nice little finish in traffic.
Harper gives it inside. Nice move along the baseline by Gerdak in the reverse layup.
Veteran post up there, kind of mid-post, little spin baseline, got to the rim.
A little spin there by Caden Walton as he gets the ball in front of Derek Dixon. He's going to try and get to Meeks, poked away, but Meeks recovers. Abbas, not afraid of Gerdak, has it stripped away. It's going to stay with DeMatha. Gerdak doesn't like the call.
Well, it was either a foul on Gerdak or it's Gonzaga's ball. So ref said, well, we'll just give you the ball to bounce. Stags ball on the baseline, trying to decide who's going to take it out.
And it will be Sebastian.
Not a lot of movement by the Stags.
Poked away, out of bounds by William Harper. It'll stay with DeMatha.
Charles Thomas coming back in a strong first quarter. Stags getting a little stagnant on the inbounds play. Kind of post up rather than moving to be a receiver. We just don't have the size for that.
Inbound pass to Thomas. Oh, found him. Walton to Sebastian for the easy bucket.
Nice little fake there by Cade. Inbound of the ball, stepped in like he was popping out to the perimeter. Just snuck back inside for a layup.
On the back dribble, along the baseline, Harper got it up there, blocked by Thomas, and then no good on the putback by Gerdak. DeMatha off and running. Meeks, a huge first quarter for the Stags. I think I counted 13 points and I may have undercounted. Everything was going in for him. They're guarding him a little bit tighter. He's got to put it back outside. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Walton for three in the corner. Gerdak stepped in to defend, but Walton has it. DeMatha knocking everything down from outside.
Having a night. High ball screen there. Jacob Wallace guarding Nick Lewis.
Gerdak gets it inside, draws the double team. They wave off the shot, but they are going to call a foul on Charles Thomas.
First one on Charles. Gonzaga ball on the baseline.
The inbound to Tuomo, gives it to Gerdak. Moving around outside, Harper to the corner. No good on the three by Alex Tuomo, and DeMatha has another defensive rebound. Sebastian gives it to Thomas. Takes a little moving screen, puts it off the backboard, but way wide of the rim. Tuomo started the fast break, and then nothing down there. We're going to have a defensive foul, and they got Charles Thomas again.
That'll be his second, yeah. Gerdak doing a good job getting out, running on the break with the guard. Caught the ball inside. Tough man to stop.
And now he'll shoot two. Didn't have a very successful first trip to the line. Missed both free throws early in the first quarter. Student section trying to influence a repeat, but that is not going to happen as Christian Gerdak has the first of two on this trip. So Thomas checks out of the game. Cole Bowser back in. And Gerdak's second free throw, nothing but net. He's found the stroke. Saxton Simley checking in for Gonzaga. Give Christian Gerdak his first breather of the game. He has been very busy inside, running across the court on fast breaks. Been very active in this game for the Eagles. See how Gonzaga runs their offense with him on the floor. But first we've got a defensive possession for the Eagles, and that is going to send Bowser to the line as he forced the issue, got into to the rim. And that is Alex Tuomo with his second personal of the night.
Nice little post up by Cole, caught in the lane, went strong to the basket. See if he can knock these down.
First is good. Carter Meadows into the game for the Eagles, giving Alex Tuomo a rest.
Cole will commit to Furman University, where his brother's currently playing.
Bowser 2 for 2.
Stags looking to press up a little bit.
Wallace with the defense on Lewis. Oh, some miscommunication there. Derek Dixon tried the quick pass to Carter Meadows, who was not ready for it, was driving along the baseline. Ball sails out of bounds. Stags ball.
Gonzaga a little different look now without the big guy in the game.
34-18 the score. Wallace to Meeks. He was feeling it. That one no good. Lewis snags the rebound. Meeks right there in his face, but they're going to get it inside, and nice finish by Carter Meadows with a little bit of contact. Sebastian drives in, hard contact, came down hard. He's grabbing his knee. He's looks to be in some severe pain right now. Hopefully nothing too significant. But he came down hard on the floor as he went up for that layup. Foul was called on Carter Meadows. Right now, the focus
Training
is on the
staff out
training
there.
staff
Wendy
down
coming
there.
out, Jen Redding out there.
Yep, and Coach Jones checking up on him as well.
We think it was the knee just contacting the floor.
Yeah. Does have knee pads in those tights that he wears, I believe. At least he has them in one. I don't know if he has the padding on the knee that came down. It came down on. It doesn't actually look like he does.
Well, they're helping him up now.
And he's going to limp off the floor. So DeMatha will have to have somebody else shoot the free throws here for Cade Sebastian. Christian Proctor checks into the game. And tell me, Coach, is the rule that the substitute has to shoot them? Does Christian have to shoot those? Okay. That's what I assumed. So Proctor in his first action of the night is going to have to come right in to a pressure situation, shooting free throws. He's gotten a few starts this season, so no stranger to the lineup.
He's one of those guys that benefit. We went through a few games there. We had some illness, some injuries, whatever. So we started giving some guys who didn't get a lot of minutes were getting more, and he really progressed.
No good on the first free throw, though. A little strong off the back iron. He'll try again. And Proctor stretches it to a 15-point lead. Harper inbounds to Lewis. Ooh, I've seen a lot of slipping tonight from the Stags. That was the worst one by far. Meeks hit the floor hard as he was trying to cut what he thought was going to be the passing lane.
Stags got a little lucky there. Nice backdoor cut there by Dixon. Caught the ball in the paint, but took too many steps.
So a little line change here for the Stags. And now it's McKnight, Proctor, Meeks, Bowser, and Thomas on the floor.
So we got a couple guys out here with 2 fouls. See if we can.
And McKnight lost the dribble. And I think that was Lewis who tried to dive over him and knock the ball out of bounds off of McKnight unsuccessfully. Official says it'll stay with DeMatha. McKnight again drawing a double team. Nice feed to Thomas. A lot of contact, no whistle. Meeks gets it out to McKnight. Sets up for 3 in the corner, no good. And this one secured by Dixon. And a whistle.
Great look by Meeks to find McKnight in the corner. Had the open shot, just didn't go down. Stags had a couple tips at it, weren't able to get possession.
They called Bowser for the foul there. He had the inside positioning. That's a tough call. Not sure if I agree with it.
Meadows looking to post up inside.
Proctor with the defense, able to stick with them and then gets the help from Bowser. Blocked out of bounds. Official says Gonzaga ball.
Stags doing a decent job defending at the rim. We've had a number of blocks already.
Danny Abbas checks back in the game for Cole Bowser. Proctor right on Lewis, who gives it away. Deep 3 with the shot clock winding down, no good, and Abbas gets the rebound. Here come the Stags. Gets it to McKnight, out to Proctor for 3. Late contest, maybe just enough to influence it, and now off and running. Gonzaga, nice defense. Proctor on Malachi Terrell. And it's gonna stay with Gonzaga.
Gonzaga ball on the baseline. Stags will say man to man.
Looked like Terrell was wide open and Proctor just came out of nowhere to block that shot. DeMatha playing some really strong defense in transition tonight. Tough finish. It's going to be a foul on Abbas. and it's going to send Harper to the line. Couldn't get the bounce off the backboard, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Tough matchup for Bass there, guarding Harper. Harper, the brother of Blake Harper, who played at Gonzaga last year, is now playing for Howard, playing for Kenny Blake. He had a phenomenal freshman year. I think he had 34 again today.
Very impressive.
Nice.
Harper, good on the first free throw. He'll do it again. Second free throw, same result. (35-22), Stags lead Gonzaga. Little over 2 minutes to go in the half. That one knocked away from a Bass, and then to the floor goes Charles Thomas to secure it. It's probably going to be a jump ball.
Should be Stags. Gonzaga went zone there a little bit. I think caught DeMatha by surprise.
Yep, it will be Stags ball off the jump ball. Wallace gets it into a Bass. Tight man-to-man defense by Gonzaga on the perimeter. Wallace able to come just loose enough to get it. Pulls up.
Tough
and
shot.
Over Harper, who had the close defensive contest. Wallace knocks it down. Lost his dribble, somehow got it, and no walk called. The student section certainly wanted it.
They've been helping out the referees on most of their calls.
Lewis back outside to Harper. Christian Proctor with the defense. Harper able to cut back inside.
Tough shot.
Very difficult mid-range shot there, and Harper got it to fall.
Pretty good defense, better offense.
Thomas sets the screen, not much space given to McKnight. Now Bass fakes the three, gives it to Wallace, who finds an open man in the corner. It's McKnight. No good. Thomas tried to put it back up. Maybe rushed it a little bit. He may have had just enough time to come back down and go up strong with it.
Great look in the corner on the kick out there. He had a couple cracks at it. Charles Thomas, a great effort. Nothing to show for it, but we do have the ball on the baseline. Minute 2 to go. Stags up 37-24.
Meeks checks back in for Proctor for this last 60 seconds. Still have not seen Gerdak come back into the game for Gonzaga. Nice job there by Bass to put it in.
Nice little flex cut in the lane, caught it on the rim, turned over the left shoulder, laid it in. Certainly like to see a steady diet of that.
We are 45 seconds remaining in the half. Gonzaga a chance for a 2-for-1 here. Driving in, Terrell, tough shot, no good. DeMatha has the rebound. Bass dishes to McKnight, tough spin move. And now a floater for Meeks.
Nice job, composed. He's such a good shooter. The shot make is valid. He gives a shot fake, gets him in the air, pulls in for a little mid-range.
Shot
Good
clock
basketball.
is off here for Gonzaga, and it looks like their plan is to hold it for the last shot of the half. It's a 17-point Stags lead. Driving in, Lewis finishes at the rim, but now DeMatha has time. 4 seconds. What a finish at the rim
move
by Jamal McKnight. Pushes it right back to 17 at the buzzer, and it's a 43-26 Stags lead at the half.
I saw Coach Jones working with Jamal on that very shot the other day in practice.
There you go.
Again, they push the ball in transition. We're a much better team out in open space. But, you know, if you're Coach Jones, I don't know if you could have a better first half. You know, maybe a little bit of foul trouble. Certainly want to make sure we keep Gerdak, the big guy, off the boards. And Meadows started to show a little bit inside. He's a tough, big body guy. Pretty sure he's a high-level football player. But what are you going to do? Great effort by the Stags, playing well at the right time of the year.
It's been a very exciting first half of basketball here at DeMatha. We haven't even had a chance to get to any of our announcements that our producer puts together for us. Maybe we'll get to some of them in the second half, but for right now, we're going to take a break for the next 10 minutes. We'll be back with you for second half action here at DeMatha.
The sun never sets at DeMatha Catholic High School. DeMatha graduates serve with distinction in every area of life and on every continent. Wherever you may travel on this planet, if you are wearing DeMatha apparel, you will be asked if you're from that famed high school in Maryland. The 6 pillars of DeMatha are faith, community, service, academics, arts, and athletics. The school is one of the most diverse in the country, and its 10,000 graduates have gone on to excel in a wide array of disciplines. DeMatha students know how to cooperate and compete in an ever-changing world. Its graduates are not just prepared for college, but for life, with an education both timely and timeless. There is no other place like it. I should know. I'm James Brown, class of 1969, 1 DeMatha.
And we are back in the Morgan and Kathy Wooten Gymnasium, ready for second half action between the Stags and the Eagles. DeMatha ranked 18th nationally, 4th locally. Gonzaga 4th and 1st. But DeMatha has led since the beginning of this game. It is a 17-point lead as we start second half action, Neal.
Gerdick back in the game, so we got to remember we're going to box him out.
Took him out for a little over half of the second quarter. You figure maybe just giving him some rest. He wasn't in any kind of foul trouble. Misses that shot, a little hook. And coming out of the scrum, that's Wallace. Nice job by Walton to poke it away. And we've got a Gonzaga player now down on the floor. May have taken a knee. So the trainer will check on him.
That's a bad spot. That's where Cade Sebastian went down earlier in the game.
Yeah.
The referee's trying to get the game going. He's blowing his whistle. The player's still on the floor. I think you got to give him a little time.
I do see Cade on the DeMatha bench. He is at the end of the bench, though, which I would assume means that he doesn't figure he's going back in today.
Right.
But it's good to see him back on the sideline at least. That tells me that it's probably nothing too severe. Otherwise, he'd be getting some attention from the trainers away from the court right now. Hopefully nothing more than a bone bruise.
Gonzaga, a little pressure up. A little 1-2-2. Stags get the ball in the middle.
Good passing by the Stags. Open looking for three, but Walton decides to pass it up. Goes up to the rim. Tough lay-in.
Tough move. Caden feeling a little more comfortable out there. I remember watching him play in the JV. Had the ability just to make plays, particularly when his team needed him.
He got some good air on that layup. Driving in. Thomas gets there. And they're going to say that he was late. I don't know if I agree with that call, Coach.
He waited to see if the outside official had a different call. That's a big play, obviously, because you get the bucket. That's going to be the third foul on Charles Thomas. Looked like he took it straight through the chest. Here comes Cole Bowser in. Nick Lewis with the nice finish through traffic.
And now he'll shoot a free throw, no good. McKnight with the rebound.
Again, Gonzaga, a little bit of pressure. Stags do a nice job.
Bowser fakes the pass outside. Now he's going to be forced to get it outside. Walton goes up for three, no good. And Wallace didn't have the angle for the putback attempt.
Just a little rush, went with the fastball.
And now Gonzaga keeping outside. William Harper pushes it inside. Nice job by Cole Bowser stealing that away on the pass to Gerdak.
A little elastic man there, kind of stretched out his arms, able to get it. 2-on-1, defended it well.
Acrobatic play. He was flying past where the ball was going. Somehow reached back for it. Walton going to try and drive in again. Now he's got to put it outside. Meeks for three, no good. Didn't have a great angle on that one. Meeks had 15 points in that first half, including 13 in the first quarter alone. And then we've got a jersey tug. They're going to call a foul on William Harper. I think
smart foul by Harper. Stags were out on the break. I don't know if it would have been uncontested, but certainly we were going to get to the rim on that one.
Yeah, Wallace was a little frustrated. He didn't really want the foul call. He had a good outlet pass.
Wallace so tough. You know, that hard-nosed football player. I always liked it. We had someone like that on the team. Always willing to do the dirty work. Loose ball on the ground. He's going to get it 90% of the time.
Yeah, especially when you have somebody like that who's also a great ball handler, can play that guard position. Ooh, nice floater. I thought he was looking for Meeks. Instead, that went inside to Walton, and then fighting for it down underneath is Cole Bowser, but unfortunately comes up empty-handed. Gerdak with the rebound, and now Gonzaga with the possession.
Great effort by Cole. Just didn't quite get composed on the putback. Wow.
Dixon forces it there. I don't. When you're that out of control, just flailing with the ball,
They let it go for a while, and then certainly a foul, but there was a lot of contact before that.
Certainly an interesting call there. That one will send Derek Dixon to the line. Dixon held scoreless in the first half. Gerdak, the majority of scoring for Gonzaga, had 12 points in the first half. First free throw is good here by Dixon.
Yeah, foul starting to mount up on the Stags. Maybe look for Coach Jones go a little zone here. See how Gonzaga handles that.
Bowser will take a seat with his third foul. Carter Meadows out for Gonzaga. In and out for Dixon on the second free throw attempt. McKnight thought about it, saw Gerdak right there.
Little mismatch here. Look for the Stags to spread the floor. McKnight to try to create.
That's exactly what they're trying to do. A little spin move. McKnight puts it up and in. What a move by Jamal McKnight.
I think our student section liked that one.
That's where my energy came from. They got hyped, I get hyped. That was a fun little move. It's only a two-pointer, but feels like four. Harper able to get an inside move. Tough finish around Christian Proctor off the glass.
Nice long steps to get around the defender, put it on the glass.
Not much you can do there. Proctor had good position. Harper just better offense. Here's McKnight driving along the baseline. Oh, didn't get the friendly bounce on the reverse layup. Stolen away. Blocked by Gerdak. It's going to be out of bounds. Stays with DeMatha. I don't know what you do in that situation. Is there anything that Wallace should Wallace have just taken it himself? Was he right to give it up? I mean, it's kind of hard when you got Gerdak there.
We got two 5'10" guys in there against a 6'10" guy. You know, it'd be weird to dribble it out to the three-point line, but almost like, yeah.
And Meeks lost the dribble, but right there for it is Wallace, and he'll reset. A little under 20 seconds on the shot clock, so plenty of time to call a set here for DeMatha. Coming down on 10 seconds on the shot clock now. Proctor with the ball. He's going to step back. He was on the line. Oh. That'll be a long two.
Tough shot, but very composed.
Stags up 18 halfway through the third quarter. They were late finding Dixon. Dixon had an opening. And now stripped away, not quite stolen by Christian Proctor. Didn't complete the move, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Gonzaga. Gerdak wanted the foul, I think.
A lot of contact inside by both sides. This high school game has turned into a college game.
This is Tyson Harley who took the inbound pass there. And now Harper trying to get it to Gerdak. He does. Danny Abbas, the sophomore, with the defense. And I don't know if that was an issue with the pass or with the reception, but Gerdak and Harley could not connect, and it's a turnover.
Made the right play. Proctor came over, was going to show double team. Backed off, they had the play, just couldn't complete it.
Wallace against Dixon. Gives it up to Proctor, who's going to take another long shot, and that one is a three.
We talked a little bit about the guys who hadn't been playing much during the injury stretch, got more time, developing the confidence. There it is. Gerdak trying to post up again inside.
Meeks, tight defense, but Harper got him to fall off a step. Nice job by Wallace to fly in for the rebound.
Wallace continues to do a great job on the boards. You know, when your guards rebound, your team is so much better.
Only 3 total fouls called so far in this quarter, 2 on DeMatha, 1 on Gonzaga, and we are just under 3 minutes to play in the quarter. Nice job by McKnight.
McKnight going through the whole repertoire there. I was thinking as he started, let's get the ball to Christian Proctor, but he had a better idea.
It's a 23-point lead, and Meeks is going to be called for the foul.
Just
thought he had a green strip, but
he was in great position. Didn't have to reach though.
Yeah.
Dixon was going to take a shot, you know, probably a 1 in 20 shot in terms of he wasn't able to turn his shoulders. He was going away from the basket. Yeah, maybe he makes it, but
yeah, Meeks just a little too handsy there. Guy's hand on the wrist, and Dixon will shoot 2. First one, no good, rattles around the rim. Mentioned Gonzaga coming to this game with just 1 loss in conference play, 3 losses overall in the season. After their loss to McNamara about a week ago, they took it out on O'Connell. I think the score was something like 74 to 30 or 72 to 36.
Well, if you look at the post in the top 5, excuse me, the top 8, 5 of the teams. And I think we have 7 in the top 10.
Wallace back to McKnight for 3. Just a little short. Gerdak collects the rebound. And now here's Gonzaga. They're going to have to keep it outside. Derek Dixon for 3.
Certainly what we don't want is for him to get hot. Gonzaga staying with their zone again, 2-3. I'd like to see a little penetration and a kick out rather than just passing the ball around the perimeter.
Danny Abbas takes it way outside, gives it right back to Wallace. Meeks open for 3. A little deep, but it doesn't matter. Meeks another 3, his 4th of the night.
A different type of penetration, but still penetration. Got the ball inside.
Gerdak thought about it twice. Abbas was right there, and it's knocked away. No call.
Tough love to the Stags. Good defense.
And now it's Proctor guarding Gerdak. He gives it up to Dixon. Nice little move there to collect the ball. A little hop. And then he got the floater to fall.
Nice little teardrop there. Stags, tough luck. Good defense. Weren't able to pick up the loose ball.
Still a 20-point game with a minute to play in the third quarter. DeMatha in control. Got to close it out these last 9 minutes. Meeks, another deep 3. This one no good. Long rebound collected by Dixon. Tried the crossover on McKnight and lost it out of bounds off his own dribble. DeMatha ball as Walton checks in for Abbas. And we'll get a timeout. Looks like this is a full timeout for DeMatha. Wow.
Stags continue to play at a high level. Certainly we're making some shots in there, some great individual moves, some good ball movement. If Gonzaga is going to stay in the zone, that's great. Again, penetration, or the last time we threw it inside to the post, defense collapses, we kick it out to the good shooter. But we got to keep attacking. You know, their zone comes out really far. They're almost matching up there. Penetrate, kick, and then down the other end, keep battling. Gonzaga's starting to do a lot of one-on-one stuff now, because they've got good players. Lewis can create, Gerda can create, you know, inside, and then Dixon we know can create. So they're going to look to carry the team a little bit, so we got to keep them from getting to the rim.
Definitely have a couple of DeMatha athletic shout-outs that we want to try and fit into our broadcast tonight, starting with Tom Krasowitz and the swimming and diving team on an incredible run through the 2025 National Catholic Swimming and Diving Championship. After coming up a little short against Gonzaga in the WCAC Championship meet, they came back and beat Gonzaga. I think they edged them by 3 points to win the National Catholic Swimming and Diving Championship. DeMatha's best finish ever. They finished second before, never won it until this year. So congratulations to Tom Krasowitz and the swimming and diving team.
So happy for Tom, great guy. You know, one of those reasons why there's only one DeMatha. Been here forever and just having a great year with the swim team. Happy for the guys on the swim team too.
Under 40 seconds to play here in the third quarter. DeMatha leading by 20 against the number 4 nationally ranked Gonzaga Eagles.
Gonzaga back man to man.
Walton thought about giving it up. He does now to McKnight. 5 seconds on the shot clock as he drives in. And the ball rattled around. We got a foul. Likely going to be against the Stags. I think they got Wallace. Yes. That'll be Wallace's first personal foul. And it is the third team foul, fourth team foul against the Stags for the quarter. So another one would put Gonzaga in the bonus in these last 15 seconds.
Gonzaga, I'm sure, will play for one. Look for the guards to create off the dribble, get in the lane. Gerda is out of the game.
10 seconds. Pass out to Terrell, who drives in. No good. Walton there to box out, and it will remain a 20-point game heading into the final quarter of play. Well, the Stags did exactly what they needed to do coming out of that halftime break. They kept the defensive pressure up, continued driving to the ball, and then on offense kept making shots.
Sometimes the game's pretty easy. Stags obviously playing at a high level. If you're wondering what Coach Jones is saying in the huddle, probably nothing. Stags are playing well. You certainly don't want to make any changes. I'm sure Gonzaga Coach Turner's in there talking about what they're going to do. They're going to be more aggressive. They're going to come with some pressure, look to push the ball off the floor, and let their playmakers make plays.
A big season finale here for the Stags as they get ready for WCAC tournament play next week. Quickly also want to give a shout out to Michael Manley, who set a school record with 2,988 points in the pentathlon on February 8th. Posted personal bests in all 5 events, including an 8.65 second sprint in the 60-meter hurdles and a 20-foot leap in the long jump. Michael Manley is currently the top-ranked pentathlete in the state of Maryland, so congratulations to Michael Manley. We don't get a lot of multi-event athletes on DeMatha's track and field team, so it's great to see him having so much success. Here we go, fourth quarter of play. DeMatha leads by 20.
Just had a text from our fan base up and only. Let's go Stags.
McKnight gives it to Thomas. DeMatha running around the rosy on the outside. Meeks trying to drive inside. And now Thomas with the mid-range. Thought he might have the bounce, but it stuck up there too long. Neither DeMatha player trying to crash the rim could collect it. And then we're going to get a foul in the paint.
Jacob Wallace on the floor.
That'll be his second foul now of the game. Fouls reset between quarters now in high school basketball. And again, they're going to get Wallace. 3 fouls in roughly the last minute of game time against Wallace. Jones a little frustrated on the sideline. We'll see what he decides to do. Doesn't seem like he's making a move for anybody to get up right now. It is the fourth quarter, so not time
Wallace
to,
is that glue guy.
Yep, not time to panic.
3 fouls in a row. It's tough. And it's hard because they're letting them play a little bit. They say it's turned into a college game. There's some banging inside. But we've had the whistle go against us.
So Nicholas Lewis made his first free throw. Here's his second attempt. He got both. Meeks to the middle of the floor with Thomas. He's got a man chasing him down, got it away in time, and Wallace will slow it down. Thomas tried the whip pass to Wallace inside, but right there was Alex Tuomo.
Just a play that wasn't there.
And now in the corner, Malachi Terrell for 3, no good.
Great box out by
out.
McKnight.
Yes. Just kept backing down Lewis. No chance for him to get to the ball.
One of those things, the perfect box out. The rebound actually hits the floor as you clear space.
Meeks, tough angle. How did he get that one to fall? I thought it was way off.
I think Charles Thomas a little upset because he had an easy putback. Wow.
And on the other end, an equally difficult shot by Nicholas Lewis falling to his back off the backboard. It's going to stay with DeMatha as it goes out of bounds.
Stags getting a little lazy on the inbounds there. We were trying to post up rather than move to the ball. Gonzaga's able to contest.
Thomas, nice pass back to Meeks with a nice pass to Wallace. McKnight gets it to fall and draws the foul on Alex Tuomo. McKnight will go to the line with a chance for a 3-point play.
Great finish. Went at him, went at the defender, drew the contact, and created a little space where they able to lay it in with the left hand. I think our student section approved.
Coach Turner on the sideline, I think arguing that his man was in position. They both left their feet. McKnight, 3 points the traditional way, and it is a 21-point Stags lead, 62-41. Little over 6 minutes to play. Tipped away, McKnight going for it. Gonzaga able to retain possession, and then we get a kicked ball, and it'll be Gonzaga ball.
Great hustle by the Stags, putting it down on the floor. Stags playing at an extremely high level.
Here we go, Gonzaga on offense. Dixon thought about it, pulled it back down. Wallace with the defense. They switch off. Now Harper had an opening, decided to drive it inside. Took a tough shot, no good, but there to clean it up, Nicholas Lewis. And we'll get a timeout by Gonzaga.
Great athletic play by Lewis.
See
Ball's
if
coming
this
off
is
the
a
rim.
full.
He was able to get there. Looks like a full timeout. All right. So certainly one of the keys we were talking about Gerdick in terms of keeping him off the boards. But we got to keep everybody off the boards. And again, with our size, we got to rebound by committee. And certainly we do a much better job. We get the guards in there to block out.
DeMatha Lacrosse will hold an interest meeting on Tuesday, February 18th. That is tomorrow at 6 p.m. for parents and players interested in trying out for the team. That meeting will be on the 3rd floor of the Convocation Center in room 7301. They're also holding open tryouts and want you to be a part of the action next Monday, a week from tonight, from 3:30 to 5:30 at Hyrick Turf. Whether you're a seasoned player or brand new to the game, they are looking for hardworking, dedicated athletes who are ready to compete and push the team to the next level. No matter your experience, if you're ready to put in the work, they want to see you there. Bring your gear, your energy, and your focus. Don't miss out on DeMatha Lacrosse for the spring of 2025. Coming out of that minute timeout by Gonzaga, a 19-point Stags lead, under 6 to play, and it is Gonzaga basketball.
Now
DeMatha basketball.
Yep. Stags up 19, and obviously that's a good position. But really, offense is hard because you want to keep playing. But, do you take that shot, right? Meeks was open.
They're slowing it down a little
Great
bit, and they got a better shot. McKnight finds Thomas under the rim.
Penetration under control. Gonzaga scrambled a little bit. Easy layup.
Step back three, no good by Lewis, and an uncontested rebound for Meeks.
Still a lot of time left.
Got it around to McKnight. A little hesitation. Gives it out to Meeks for three. Just short, but he gets his own rebound. Goes back up with the floater from the free throw line, and he's got it.
Almost like a teardrop there. A little mid-range foul line jumper. Dixon for three.
And Gonzaga is starting to throw him up now.
Coach Turner going down the bench. Actually, he was going to put 6 in, decided on 5. The 6th guy got up. He was like, Coach, didn't you mean me?
McKnight holds it up, and now DeMatha going to start slowing it down a little bit, maybe. Meeks had other ideas.
I think he was excited about that play. It looked like Fred Flintstone starting the car there. Got going before he got the ball.
And so we get a full line change for Gonzaga. Let's see if I can get all of them. I see Malachi Terrell checking back into the game along with Carter Meadows. A few numbers I have not called tonight. We got Chase Peterson, number 10 on the floor. Got number 4, Chase Hogg, the sophomore. And we got Tyson Harley back into the game.
Stags a little lazy on the inbounds play. You know, around mid-court, you got a little bit of flexibility there, but just go all the way in the backcourt there.
Eagles ball. You get it in. This is Malachi Terrell, one of 2 sophomores on the floor now. As that is stolen away by Wallace. Tried for the highlight dunk. No good. Took a spill.
I think on the exterior, Coach Jones is like, don't do that, just make the layup. But on the other side, Jacob Wallace has played such a fantastic game. On the inside, Coach Jones might be smiling a little bit.
Give him a little bit of a leash for those kinds of plays, especially when you've got a big lead. Obviously, you want to see this team continue to close it out. That one hit the underside of the backboard on its way back down, so that is going to be
hit the support.
Yep, so that's out of bounds, but it will stay Gonzaga basketball on the baseline. So they wave off the shot. The inbound to Peterson. Junior gives it up to Hogg. Chase Hogg gives it away. Peterson against Abbas. Proctor now with the tight defense. Ball is rattled around a little bit. Probably could have called that a kick ball. Instead, they're going to let Carter Meadows collect it and put it in, and a foul. And I think that's on Danny Abbas. Let's see if the official call, yes. His second personal, third team foul on DeMatha for the quarter versus 2 on Gonzaga. And a chance for a three-point play by Carter Meadows. Halfway through the fourth quarter to play. This was as packed as the gym has been all season. Some folks starting to make their way for the exits, it appears. No good on the free throw attempt, so just 2 points on that possession for Meadows, and now it's McKnight with the ball for the Stags. Driving into the lane, I think he was trying to give it up for Cole Bowser on the alley-oop, but he had to get it out a little early. Now Gonzaga with an open look from 3, and that is Malachi Terrell in the corner. Knocks it down. Meeks drawing the double team, quickly gives it away. Good passing here for the Stags. And now they'll slow it down. Meeks into the corner. Jamal McKnight rattles around the rim. Thought it had a chance, but it does not go through. And on the other end, Terrell, nice athletic move in the air to get it around Christian Proctor and in the bucket. Bowser draws the double team through his legs, and a foul on the floor. They're going to call it on Bowser. Tough one. He was just going for the ball, ended up coming down on.
Well, the problem was the mishandle on the offense. We got the ball, we're not going to foul.
Yep.
So Stags haven't done well. I'm going to say that when Coach Turner put these 5 subs in, it's about a 6 or 8 nothing run. Right? Let's see, 16. Yeah, I'd say 6-0 run.
Driving into the lane, putting it up. Somehow the offensive rebound collected by Tyson Harley. I don't know how it found its way back to him, but now we've got another Stags foul. It's a shooting foul, so he's shooting anyway,
right.
But it also is the 5th team foul on DeMatha, so Gonzaga will be shooting free throws the rest of the way this evening.
Gonzaga's bench giving a little life to him. Certainly the starters are having a tough night.
Tyson Harley will shoot 2 here. And that was also the 5th personal foul against Cole Bowser, so he is out of the game. And we'll bring Charles Thomas in for him while they're at it. Jacob Wallace checks in for Danny Abbas. And now Harley will get to shoot his free throws. No good off the back of the rim, but it's 2 free throws anyway. I think they forgot that it's not a 1-and-1.
They were just practicing.
McKnight did come away with the rebound for what it's worth.
Well, we got Christian Proctor down the other end underneath the basket at about 6'7". Jamal McKnight, I think, about 5'10".
Another one off the back iron, high off the board, and it's going to go DeMatha's way.
All right, Stags need a good possession here. 2:42 to go. We're up 16.
Double team coming for Wallace. He finds the open man, Meeks. Ace driving into the lane. Tried for the tough finish, and they're going to get a defensive foul here on Chase Hogg.
Again, you're in that tough position. You got a nice working lead here. Do you take advantage of the fast break opportunity where you can make a move in space, or do you pull it out and run another 20 seconds off the clock?
Certainly don't love seeing one of your star players hit the deck that hard, but Meeks seems just fine. He's up, ready to shoot these free throws. 2 of them coming his way. And the first one, perfect form, right through the bucket. And the second free throw, also good. So Meeks checks out of the game to a standing ovation from the DeMatha faithful down there in the student section. And that'll bring in Mike Driscoll.
2:30 to go. Whoop.
This is Malachi Terrell, who winds up just taking it himself, somehow found its way all the way back to Carter Meadows, but then out of the scrum, that is Michael Driscoll who gets it. Poked away from McKnight. He gets the ball back, and now Wallace outside. Christian Proctor decides not to take the shot.
Good decision.
Yeah. Let some more clock wind off, and now he'll still get a chance to go up with it. Swarmed at the rim. Had to pull it back down, but he'll shoot a pair.
He'll go to the foul line, but I'm not sure he knew how he was going to finish that one. He went up and had the big pump and kind of pulled it back. Solomon Davis getting ready to report into the game.
And we'll get a few more substitutions after this first free throw. Got Solomon Davis who's going to come in for the Stags. First free throw good for Proctor. On Gonzaga's side, we've got Alan Boyamba checking into the game, along with his brother, freshman Dave Boyamba, number 22 on your screen. Number 15, Langston Davis, and number 0, TJ Farrington, all check in. (70-50) the score. DeMatha on their way to avenging a 12-point road loss against Gonzaga earlier this season, back on January 26th. Things have certainly gone DeMatha's way tonight. Same team there. Two men went up for it. Ultimately, Alan Boyamba got the rebound but missed the putback, and DeMatha has the ball.
20-point lead, 1:25 to go, and if you're
And they're going to say that it was not touched by Gonzaga, and it's a backcourt violation on McKnight.
McKnight actually started to argue the call before the call was made. As the ball was rolling, and the rule is you always pick it up. If they're going to call backcourt, they call backcourt, but you don't want any live ball turnovers.
Yep. Jalen Ortiz checks in now for the Stags. We've also got Jordan Stevens in the game, and Jaden Smothers.
Tough shot.
Impressive one by Chase Hogg, the sophomore. Tough mid-range shot there. Driscoll brings it back down, gives it to Ortiz.
Good discipline by Driscoll. He caught it right in front of our student section. There may have been some encouragement for him to shoot the three. Great pass.
Smothers has his shot blocked out of bounds by Alan Boyamba.
And you wonder, this lineup we have in here now, how many of these guys expected to be in the game even at the end like this? Great effort by the Stags.
Davis gives it up. Ortiz dribbles inside, mid-range shot no good. Jaden Smothers with the rebound, puts it up. Again, no good off the glass, but there's Solomon Davis with the jam. The backboard still shaking. Shot clock is off.
I've never had Solomon in class, but one of those guys you see always has a big hello to you, always asks how you're doing. Happy to see that play.
The three-pointer, no good, collected by Ortiz.
Stags
and now
can hold the ball.
DeMatha just has to get it across half court. Instead, poked away by Hogg, who's going to go up for three. And that'll make the scoreboard look a little bit better. Instead of a 20-point win, a 17-point victory for the